season starts speeding toward a conclusion. Not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Detroit Lions and the Oakland Raiders. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Stafford here. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Stafford into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go!
So out now come the Lions. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Third and long. It's Stafford. Screenplay. Johnson. And this one goes. Nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Well, this is taken at the 23. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 3.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 29-yard line.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Under crunch. Hey, switch gears.
They go with Jacobs, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 22 on the season, and the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, 16 carries, 67 yards.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Lions.
Stafford on first down. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Monday.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And it's caught here, Amendola. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Now to Galladay on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Stafford. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in Hampshire Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On first down at Stanford. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme.
And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 57. All day, all day.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. So, no, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8.
Check 50, check 50. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Watch the screen.
2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 41.
Brings up 3rd down.
Check Mike 57.
Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Next spot. Right. That's it. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson down to add the extra point.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And very little daylight there. They get a couple up to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Stafford. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Stafford now to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking deep now. And that's caught inside the 35.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. This complete to Jones. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Oh, a little 360. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. The 20. He's got his man on the crossing route. 27 yards there, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go, here we go. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just going to struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Stafford now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarter.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Raiders have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Lions' 37-yard line.
Squeeze. Turn up. Keep on going. Protect.
Once again, it's Jacobs. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Coming to you. 57 to Mike. Watch the pass. Mike's 57.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Come on, let's go.
Third and long. It's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive experience.